Make them respect you in silence. 10. Stoic rules that shift the power back to you. If you want people to respect you without noise, without begging, and without chasing their approval, you don't need a new personality. You need new rules. Respect is not something other people hand you. It's something you embody so consistently that the world has no choice but to adjust. Stoicism gives you the framework. Control what is yours, let go of what is not, and live by standards that do not bend for every mood, demand, or wave of pressure. When your inner governance is steady, your presence becomes weighty, your words land cleanly, and your boundaries are recognized without arguments. This is not about becoming cold or distant. It's about being deliberate. It's about choices that signal to yourself first, and then to others, that your time has value, your attention is scarce, and your emotions are not a public playground. People sense when you have a spine. They notice when you are unhurried. They notice when you do not over-explain, when you end what needs to end, and when your yes is dependable because your no is clear. The quiet respect you want begins as self-respect you practice, minute by minute. Today, you will learn 10 Stoic rules that shift power back into your hands. Not tricks, not theatrics, rules. Adopt them, and the temperature of your life drops. Drama recedes. Chaos passes you by because it cannot hook you. Even if the world remains noisy, you become the person who moves cleanly through it. Part 1. The quiet source of respect. Respect begins with ownership. You own your attention, your schedule, your behavior, and your standards. You do not own other people's reactions, gossip, entitlement, or emergencies disguised as priorities. Stoicism draws a hard line between what you can control and what you cannot. You will use that line as the basis for each rule. You will become both less reactive and more decisive. You will start and end fewer arguments. You will move from proving to demonstrating. The foundation: know your values in one breath. If someone asked, "What do you stand for?" could you answer in 10 seconds? Write your 3 core values and your top 5 standards. Read them before meetings, before tough calls, and before entering rooms that usually tilt you off center. Others cannot treat you better than you treat yourself. Stop rewarding your own self-betrayal with excuses. From this moment on, your rules speak for you. Rule 1. Set your standard. Before you enter the room, most people decide who they are after the room reacts to them. You will decide before. When you enter a space with a clear standard, how you speak, how you listen, how you say yes and no, you stop bargaining with your identity in real time. The room has its energy, you have yours. The stronger one wins. Why this matters: standards remove decision fatigue. Under pressure, you do not become a different person. You become more of who you trained to be. When questions come, fast. When someone tries to rush you, when a comment is meant to sting, you fall back on the standard, not the emotion of the moment. How to practice it today: write a pre-room script. Before a meeting, date, family visit, or negotiation, answer 3 prompts on paper. 1. My role here is. 2. My non-negotiables are. 3. If pushed, I will respond with. Examples: my role here is to listen first, speak with precision, and decide based on facts. My non-negotiables are no interruptions without pause, no last-minute scope changes without trade-offs, and no personal digs. If pushed, I will respond with, I'll take a moment and get back to you with a clear answer. Body sets the tone before words. Enter upright, breathing slow, eyes soft. Do not fidget, over-smile, or explain your presence. Sit or stand with space in your posture. People respect what respects itself. Common mistakes: adjusting your standard mid-conversation to avoid discomfort, using humor to deflect disrespect, or pleasing to keep the peace while sacrificing your peace. Calm does not mean compliant. You can be gracious without making yourself small. Signal you're improving. You leave rooms feeling the same person who entered. The gap between your private self and public self is shrinking. Rule 2. Boundaries. spoken as facts, not fights. Most boundary problems are tone problems. If your boundary sounds like a plea or a debate, it will be tested. Boundaries are conditions for access. They are not threats, essays, or apologies. State them like the weather. Then act consistently. The formula is simple. 1. State the condition. 2. State the consequence. 3. Follow through once. Example at work. I'm available for feedback during our weekly review. I won't respond to last-minute requests after 6 p.m. If something is urgent, it goes through the team lead. No justification, no biography, no long backstory. Example with family. I won't discuss my relationship decisions. If the topic comes up, I'll step out. Then, step out once. The first enforcement sets the tone. After that, enforcement becomes easy. Example with friends. I love seeing you. I don't drink on weeknights. If we hang out then, it'll be for a walk or dinner. The people who care about you will meet you where you stand. The rest were there for access, not connection. Avoid mixing emotions and enforcement. You do not need to be cold. Be cordial, be clear, and be done. Every time you over-explain, you train others to expect debates. Every time you enforce calmly, you train them to accept your conditions. Signal you're improving, you repeat yourself less. People anticipate your limits because they are consistent and simple. Rule 3. Pace is power. Never rush to decide. Rushing is a transfer of power. When someone insists you decide now, they are asking you to trade clarity for speed. Your rule: unrush yourself. Replace urgency with process. The person who controls the pace controls the outcome. Use a default buffer phrase: I'll get back to you by tomorrow, or I'll review this and confirm by 3 p.m. Put it on your tongue until it appears automatically. If someone escalates, you de-escalate. A fast decision is not a good decision here. I'll get back to you. Repeat it once, then end the call, leave the room, or stop replying. You are not obligated to be accessible at the pace of other people's anxiety. Separate information from pressure. Ask for the terms in writing. Ask what changes if you say no. Ask what problem your yes is. Solving. Most pressure dissolves when placed under the light of clarity. Your nervous system needs proof that nothing explodes if you wait. Train small. Pause 3 seconds before responding to any question. Breathe longer on the exhale. Walk around the building once before replying to a heated message. Watch how often urgency is performative. Signal you're improving. People start planning around your timeline. You feel fewer regrets because your decisions are cooked, not microwaved. Rule 4. Reward. Good behavior, starve bad behavior. What you reward persists. What you starve fades. You do not change people with lectures. You shape their behavior by where you place your attention, energy, and privileges. Apply this quietly and consistently, and relationships shift without warfare. When someone communicates clearly, follows through, or respects your time, reward it. Respond faster, offer more access, give positive reinforcement. When someone ghosts, gossips, pressures, or disrespects, starve it. Slow responses, shorter replies, reduced access, fewer favors. No dramatic announcements. Let the economy of your attention do the talking. Key tactic: do not reward apologies, reward changed behavior. A heartfelt apology without new patterns is just a tactic. Say, thanks for acknowledging it. Let's see how we do from here. Then observe. Your patience is not infinite. It is conditional on improvement. At work, the teammate who sends clear agendas gets first scheduling. The one who derails meetings gets fewer invites. The client who pays on time gets priority. The one who strings out payments gets late slots or prepayment terms. In dating, the person who plans, shows up, and communicates earns deeper access. The one who flakes, triangulates, or manipulates gets distance. You are not a rehab center for ambiguity. Signal you're improving. You talk less about problems because your systems handle them. People start self-selecting, The serious move closer, the unserious drift. Rule 5, consequences over arguments. You will never argue someone into respecting you. Respect grows in the presence of consequences, not speeches. Replace convincing energy with decision energy. Decide what happens after your boundary is crossed and do it once cleanly. Define your consequence menu in advance. Examples: if a meeting starts late repeatedly, you leave at the scheduled end time. If a friend insults you under the guise of humor twice, you stop attending events where that person is present. If a partner reads your messages after agreeing not to, you pause intimacy until trust is rebuilt through specific actions over time. When enforcing, remove moral drama. State the event, state the rule, state the consequence. We agreed on no last-minute scope changes. This is the third time. I'll proceed only with a revised timeline and fee. You do not need to be angry to be firm. Anger is optional. Follow-through is not. Teach people how to treat you by how you treat violations. Quiet, consistent consequences change the weather of a relationship faster than 1,000 perfectly worded paragraphs. Signal you're improving. Your enforcements are shorter than your boundaries. You no longer auction off your standards to the highest argument. Rule 6. Say less. Watch more information is leverage. When you talk too much, you give away your map. When you ask better questions and observe longer, you see patterns that emotion would have obscured. Saying less is not secrecy. It's strategic clarity. Practice a 70-30 split in conversations. 70% listening, 30% speaking. Replace premature advice with "tell me more." Replace defensiveness with "what makes you say that?" Replace confessions with data gathering. Can you walk me through what you need by when? Watch what people do 3 times in a row. Once is chance. Twice is signal. Thrice is character. Adjust access accordingly. This is not cynicism, it's discernment. Respect yourself enough to believe patterns. In negotiation, ask for specifics. What does success look like in measurable terms? What's the budget range? Who signs off? The more you extract structure, the fewer surprises later. Silence creates space for truth. Other people will fill the quiet, sometimes with the information you need to make clean decisions. Trust the silence you create. Signal you're improving. You leave conversations with more clarity and fewer promises. People start showing you who they are faster because you give them room to do so. Rule 7. The clean. No, a clean no is a complete sentence. It doesn't come with an essay, a confession, or a list of excuses. A clean no preserves dignity on both sides because it honors reality. Every yes is a debt. Every no is an investment in the right yes later. Default phrases to memorize. I don't have capacity for that. That doesn't work for me. I'm focusing on prior commitments right now. No, but I can point you to someone who might help. Expect pushback from people who benefited from your unclear yes. Do not negotiate your no into a maybe. If they ask why, give one clear reason once. I keep my evenings for family. If they argue with your reason, end the exchange. It sounds like this won't work. Wishing you the best with it. Practice micro no's. Decline small invitations that don't fit your priorities. Cancel low-value subscriptions. Trim your input diet. Your bigger no's grow stronger when your smaller ones are consistent. Signal you're improving. You're less resentful because your calendar reflects your values. Rule 8. Make promises rare and keep them. Nothing builds quiet respect faster than kept promises. Nothing erodes it faster than casual commitments and sloppy follow-through. Promise sparingly. Deliver completely. If you cannot keep it, do not say it. Before you say yes, run your promise through 3 filters. Is this aligned with my values and goals? Do I have the time and energy to do this well without compromising my existing commitments? Is the scope crystal clear? If any answer is no, adjust terms or decline. If you do promise, write it down, set a reminder, and deliver before the deadline. Over-communicate early if anything slips. Do not wait until the last minute to announce problems. Proactive honesty preserves trust. Surprise apologies destroy it. Adopt a personal SLA, service level agreement for yourself. Response times, delivery windows, escalation steps. Treat your word like a contract. You will respect yourself more. Others will too. Signal you're improving. People preface opportunities with, "I know you'll do it if you say yes." Your reputation becomes a filter that brings you better rooms. Rule 9, choose distance over drama. Not every conflict deserves a courtroom. Many deserve a door. Distance is often the most adult response to dysfunction. You do not have to stay where you are not respected. You do not have to explain your exit to those who ignored your entrance. There are 3 levels of distance: space, fewer interactions, longer response times, neutral tone. Separation, no contact for a season, focusing on your life, your work, and your circle. Severance, ending the relationship with a clear, one-time statement, followed by consistent non-engagement. Choose based on severity and repetition. If you've stated the boundary and enforced a consequence, and the pattern persists, distance is not cruelty, it's clarity. Your future requires room to grow. Some relationships are lessons, not lifelong co-signers. When exiting, stay factual. Our interactions aren't healthy for me. I'm stepping back indefinitely. I wish you well. Then block if needed. You are allowed to build a life that your nervous system can thrive in. Signal you're improving. Your baseline stress falls. You spend more time creating than recovering. Rule 10. Audit and adjust. Weekly respect is not a one-time event, it's a moving practice. Every week, perform a Stoic audit of your standards, your calendar, and your relationships. This is how you catch drift and return to center. In your weekly audit, ask, where did I honor my standards? Where did I bend them? Which boundary was tested? Did I enforce a consequence? What behavior did I reward that I should have starved? What promise did I make? Did I keep it? What needs pruning? Tasks, inputs, relationships. What did I learn about myself under pressure? Write the answers. Adjust your coming week. Add one boundary you will state cleanly. Prepare one consequence you will enforce quietly. Commit to one promise you will complete early. Consistency compounds into reputation. Reputation compounds into respect. Phrases and scripts that shift power. Quietly. When you need time, I'll get back to you by tomorrow. When you need to say no, that doesn't work for me. When someone disrespects, let's keep this professional. If not, we can end here. When someone demands a reason, I've made my decision. When you need to close a loop, noted. When you need to enforce a consequence, we agreed on X. Since that didn't happen, I'm proceeding with Y. When gossip starts, I don't discuss people who aren't present. What's the objective here? When urgency appears, a quick decision isn't the right decision here. I'll respond after reviewing. Role-play scenarios. Work, the last-minute urgent request. They, can you turn this around tonight? It's urgent. You, I don't do same-day turnarounds. I can deliver by Thursday 3 p.m. If tonight is required, we'll remove 2 items from scope or add a rush fee. They, we really need it tonight. You, then we'll need to adjust scope or the budget. Which would you prefer? Then stop speaking. If they push emotion, you return to terms. You are not rude, you are rigorous. Work, the chronic interrupter. They interrupt again and derail your point. You, I'm going to finish my thought, then it's your turn. Resume calmly. If it happens again, if interruptions continue, I'll step out and we can reschedule. With a moderator. If it continues, stand up. We'll pick this up later. Leave once. The pattern changes or the meeting, stop wasting your time. Dating, mixed signals. They text inconsistently, cancel last minute, and reappear with charm. You. Consistency matters to me. If we continue, I need confirmed plans 24 hours ahead and honest communication. If that's not your style, no hard feelings. If they agree and repeat old patterns, you distance. No lecture, no, but we had chemistry. Chemistry. Without reliability is entertainment, not a relationship. Family, boundary, overreach. Relative. So when are you finally getting married, having kids, changing jobs? You. I don't discuss that. If the topic continues, I'll step out. Smile. If they continue, step out. Repeat as needed without anger. You are allowed to protect your peace even at family tables. Friends. The one who only calls in crisis. They only show up when they need something, rarely reciprocate, and drain your time. You. I care. About you. I'm at capacity for crisis calls. If you want to plan something, let me know in advance. Increase time with friends who add steadiness. Your circle becomes calmer because you curate it. Money, the borrower. They. Can you spot me until Friday? You. I don't lend money to friends. If you need a small gift this once, I can do X. Otherwise, no. If they push, repeat, I don't lend to friends. Protect the relationship by avoiding the debt. If gifting becomes a pattern, stop. You are not a bank. Digital, the argument in your DMs. They send paragraphs, accusations, and demands for instant replies. You. This requires a calm conversation, not rapid messages. I'm stepping back. Mute, archive, or block. Your energy is not obligated to every notification. The silent respect daily routine, morning 15 to 25 minutes. Begin with posture and breath. Sit or stand upright. Breathe with longer exhales for 2 minutes. Then write your top 3 priorities and 1 boundary you will state today. Read 1 paragraph from a timeless source, something that outlasts trends. Visualize 1 likely challenge and your calm response. Move your body for 5 to 10 minutes. Start the day with a promise you can keep early. Deliver 1 thing before checking messages. Midday reset, 5 minutes. Slow your pace. Step outside, walk, inhale through the nose, exhale longer. Ask, am I moving by my rules or by someone else's rush? Adjust. Evening, 10 to 15 minutes. Perform your Stoic audit. Win, miss, adjustment. Name 1 enforcement you did well. Name 1 place you over-explained. Decide tomorrow's clean no. Set your clothes, clear your desk, and place your phone outside the bedroom. Respect tomorrow by preparing tonight. A 7-day respect rebuild day. Write your 3 values, 5 standards, and 3 default phrases. Practice them aloud. Day 2, state 1 boundary as a fact and enforce it once if needed. Day 3, decline 1 low-value commitment with a clean no. Day 4, reward 1 person's good behavior. With faster access, quietly starve 1 pattern that drains you. Day 5, create a consequence menu for your top 3 boundary violations. Share it with yourself in writing. Day 6, audit your inputs. Unsubscribe, unfollow, and delete. Curate quiet strength over noise. Day 7, long-form audit. Prune your week ahead. Book 1 difficult conversation on your terms. Troubleshooting, common obstacles. I feel guilty saying no. Guilt is a sign you are breaking an old pattern, not a sign you are doing something wrong. Let guilt ride in the back seat. It does not touch the wheel. The first dozen no's are the hardest. After that, your respect for yourself becomes louder than your fear of disappointing others. They call me selfish. People who benefited from your self-neglect will call your self-respect selfish. Do not re-enter the burning building to explain your exit. Over time, real friends adjust. The rest replace themselves. I freeze under pressure. Pre-plan your phrases. Keep them on a note in your pocket or lock screen. Practice out loud. Calm language requires reps. Under pressure, recite, breathe, and slow your pace. The slower voice often carries the room. I over-explain. Replace explanations with conditions. I'm not available for this. If they ask why, answer once. If they debate your answer, the conversation is over. Your life is not a courtroom. I already lost respect in this relationship. Begin with a reset conversation. State your new standards and the changes you're making in yourself. Do not demand change, demonstrate it. Enforce consistently for 30 days. The relationship will evolve or end. Both outcomes give you back your power. Your internal scorecard. Each night ask, did I keep my pace? Did I enforce one boundary without drama? Did I choose consequences over arguments? Did I say less and learn more? Did I keep one promise early? If yes, you're compounding respect. If no, you're collecting data. Either way, you're in control. Remember, you don't need everyone to approve you. You need to approve of how you moved. The psychology behind quiet power. Urgency hooks fear. You will disarm urgency with process. People-pleasing hooks the need for belonging. You will earn belonging by respecting yourself first. Over-explaining hooks insecurity. You will trade explanation for execution. Gossip hooks anxiety. You will starve gossip and feed clarity. The brain learns from repetition. Repeat your rules until your nervous system trusts them more than your old habits. Posture, breath, pace, these are not ornaments, they are signals to your own biology that you are safe. Safety produces clarity, clarity produces better words and cleaner decisions. Better decisions produce a life you don't need to escape from. In that life, respect is not demanded, chased, or faked. It is observed. What respect looks like in practice. You don't rush to fill silences. You say no without wincing. You leave when you said you would. You answer, I'll think about it. And then you do. You do not announce your boundaries, you live them. You do not circle back to chaos, you let it circle without you. You do not accept sorry as a substitute for changed behavior. You do not punish, you position. You do not argue, you adjust access. You do not shout. Your consistency speaks. Putting it all together tomorrow morning, choose one rule. Write it, rehearse it, and live it for a week. Don't try to overhaul everything. Choose Rule 3 if you rush. Rule 7 if you can't say no. Rule 5 if you argue too much. Rule 2 if your boundaries leak. Build one brick at a time. The compound effect will surprise you. When someone says you've changed, they're right. You stopped attending discussions you didn't consent to. You stopped borrowing stress that wasn't yours. You stopped trading your integrity for inclusion. You started living by rules that make your presence feel like a stable place to stand. That stability is felt by you first, and then by everyone who meets you. One day you'll notice the invitations are cleaner, the conversations are shorter and better, the rooms are quieter, not because the world changed, but because you did. People respect you without a speech, a demand, or a threat. They respect you because you respect you. Choose your rules, live them gently, enforce them cleanly, and keep moving. The power returns the moment you stop asking for it and start embodying it. You are not here to audition for your own life. You are here to lead it, quietly, steadily, and on purpose.